Hello everybody, my name is Katie.
And my name is Haley.
And welcome to the first episode of Two Scoops of Losers.
Our first topic is celebrity crushes. And I'm going to let Caitlin take away with this because she's obsessed with a man that is way older than her.
Hey, it's 8 years. That's not that much.
That's still illegal.
No, but he's great.
Yeah, he's great. The country.
Not for long.
That sounds very creepy.
Not for long because I'm moving to LA.
Without me? You're leaving without me?
I mean, you can go with me. You're coming with me.
Yeah, probably.
You don't have the option.
No, I don't. I'll be put in a suitcase and dragged across the country. Okay, would you like to describe your...
Ethan?
Yes, Ethan.
Well,
Nestor.
his name is Ethan Nestor. He's a YouTuber.
Yeah.
He's got a dog named Spencer. He sings. He's a gamer. There's a lot going on, man.
Yeah, you have a little bit of an obsession.
Hey, it's not an obsession.
Yeah, it is. Look at your phone. He's your wallpaper. And he's probably the last photo in your camera roll.
Yeah.
Because you basically stalk his social media.
I don't stalk his social media.
Yes, you do. You've seen my celebrity crush.
Oh, the guy with the mohawk?
The spikes. Hair spikes.
It's a mohawk.
Not
What's
a
his
mohawk.
name? Go ahead. Tell everybody.
His name is NASCAR. And he is a very attractive man. I'm just going to say that right now.
Not.
We have two very different types of guys.
She'll date a guy who will chop your head off.
I want a guy that looks like he will step on my face. You know?
He probably would.
Yeah. He punches his fans if they ask it. Like, at concerts, they'll go up to him and be like, can you punch me in the face? And he'll be like, okay. And then punches them in the face and be like, hugs them and be like, I'm sorry. Okay. He once spit in a girl's mouth because she asked him to.
Yeah, so she wants someone who will actually murder you. If you ask him to.
That'll look like he'll murder you.
Or will.
Or possibly will.
Yeah.
Most
I
likely.
like somebody who's
Soft and gentle.
ew, who knows how to wield a lightsaber, apparently.
Wield the lightsaber? Okay.
He's great, man.
Would you like to plug his YouTube channel?
At Crank Gameplays.
And also, I'm
Also, Unasanas.
Yes, Unasanas, of course. You gotta include Mark. And, and I'm gonna plug NASCAR. NASCAR LL, listen to his music. I love it.
Listen to Ethan's music, too.
Oh yeah, Ethan has music too.
Yeah, that exists.
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. If I pass out, just kick me a few times to make sure I'm alive.
Listen.
I'm listening.
That's it.
Did you just have nothing to say? You're just like, listen.
Let's see, what happened today that we did? We went to a friend's birthday party.
Yeah, laser tag.
I hate that game.
I killed 2 people in an hour.
Yeah, you only played one game. I played 3.
Oh yeah, you played 3 because I
You were
was
late.
late. Because I had to stitch my mask because my mask, haha, corona. I had to stitch my mask because it was too big. You gotta keep the aesthetic, so it had to be a black mask.
Oh, I wore a hospital mask, like a paper one.
I was gonna wear one, but then I was like, you gotta keep the aesthetic. So I found one of my mom's, and then I stitched it with blue string. String, not even thread, string.
True.
I come here a few times a week.
My cousins
You're
are-
dedicating a cupboard to my stuff because I'm here so much.
I am doing that.
Yeah, indeed. See? Off topic.
Yeah.
For some reason, I've been obsessed with, weird theories.
Me too.
Have you heard about the hollow earth? Some people think the earth is hollow.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
It's called Agara or something.
Oh.
There was this guy that was flying over Antarctica, and he claimed that he saw this giant hole into the center of the earth. And it was filled with lush green grass and giants and aliens and
That's sick. I want to
and,
go there.
These creatures that are supposed to be like myths and stuff.
They got ducks down there.
And
I like ducks.
and it was like a wonderland of some sort in the center of the earth. then when he came back after that, he was mysteriously killed. I can't remember his name, but he was mysteriously killed.
Yes.
And now no one is allowed to fly over Antarctica anymore because it's heavily guarded by like military personnel, and you'll get sent back or put in jail for it. So that kind of feeds the theory that maybe they're trying to protect it from people seeing it.
I believe that the government is hiding stuff from us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
Everyone knows that.
Yeah. I feel like I don't... If you say that you don't believe in aliens, think about it for a second.
Exactly.
We are aliens, just throwing that
Exactly.
out there.
We are actually aliens.
Because we are mysterious life forms living on a planet.
Yeah. And we're
Which-
thriving. Actually, our society is dying.
We're dying.
But you get the point.
Actually, we're not doing too bad. Where we
Except
are.
for the racism, homophobia,
Oh, I thought you meant
Islamophobia, transphobia,
Mhm.
you know, all that.
Did you already say racism?
Yes. Police brutality, you know, people dying for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that kind of stuff. And
I'd
also,
rather die
like,
for no reason.
rapists running around. I'm not going to name any names. Pedophiles, you know.
Oh, those people? Oh, I got it.
Yeah, see, you already know.
I've been really obsessed with this theory about Chuck E. Cheese recently.
Oh, yeah, about the children going missing?
Not
That's fine.
that. But, yeah. I mean, we should call Mark. Maybe get him on the scene of this.
How are we supposed to call him? He'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out.
Somehow.
Mark is
Mark always finds a way.
also a celebrity crush of mine.
Mark Fishbach.
Fish-
The murmur.
The murmur.
Norbert Moses.
Norbert Moses. Train of thought, sorry.
Oh, yeah, we both did. Because this is so...
Oh, so the Chuck E. Cheese theory. It's the pizza. You know what that is?
Oh, yeah, it's like all different pizza leftovers put
Yeah, like
together.
they take the leftovers of people's
Pizzas.
pizzas, and they like.
Because
form
they're
it.
all different sizes, and like pepperonis don't
Yeah.
match up.
Have you been to I don't know. I don't eat pepperoni.
Not
Have
Pizza
you-
Hut.
Shut
Chuck E.
up.
Cheese?
Yeah. Have you been to Chuck E. Cheese in a while?
Not in a while. I think when I was little, but I don't remember the pizza.
Me either.
I don't think any of us remember the pizza.
I just keep seeing photos of it.
Yeah, it's like all different sizes, and it's like really obnoxious looking. Like me. I'm a Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
Feel like
I am a
started-
shallow bathtub.
Shut up.
Because why would you want to be normal? That's stupid.
True. And that's why we are too.
Have you ever thought, like, our topics are all over the place.
Yeah.
There's not going to be one strict
No.
topic. Because we cannot talk about one
I feel
thing
like
for
this
an
one is
hour.
just us talking and explaining like why the heck we're doing this.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this?
Because we were laying on the bed,
Eating
on our backs,
Yeah.
with our heads hanging off the edge of the bed, eating pretzels, and
Yeah.
we were like, let's start a podcast.
Also, we were talking about that a little bit before.
Oh, yeah, we were.
We wanted to call it Crackhead Corner.
But then we were like, that's probably going to be, like, offensive
Yeah.
of some sort. So we were like, no.
So we got 2 scoops of losers instead.
Because
There's 2 of us.
there's 2 of us, and we were both
And
extremely
we like Raisin
stupid.
Bran.
I hate Raisin Bran.
Wait, what Raisin Bran
Screw
do you?
raisins. I'm just gonna say that now. That has been my catchphrase for years.
Listen,
Screw raisins.
I don't like
Thank you.
raisins, but I like Raisin Bran.
Isn't that just like raisin cereal?
It's bran cereal with raisins.
What is bran?
Makes you poop. Listen, there's nothing wrong. Forgot what I was
With
gonna
my head?
say. There's a lot wrong with your head.
Exactly.
I got a cactus today. Just gonna throw that out there.
It's a rock painted like a cactus.
It's a cactus. Don't judge my decor.
I already have. It's too late. I'm sorry. Screw
God
you,
damn.
cactus. Screw you.
My bed over there looks like Easter.
It looks sad.
It does look sad.
It
looks like
really
Easter.
sad.
I got like 7 ducks and a rabbit
You
and
have
a
a
cactus.
duck shrine.
Duck shrine.
And a lopsided shelf.
Shut up! I got my lopsided shelf.
Bothers me. Look at
It
it.
was Connor's.
Did Connor build it? What?
Probably.
That's probably why
He's
it
an
looks like
idiot.
that.
Oh, I know why it's not together.
Why?
Because if you put the nails here,
Yeah.
you can't put the nails there.
You put them sideways, like diagonal.
I don't care.
That's what a lot.
You know what? I'm not a carpenter.
That's no.
Yeah, it
Is
is.
that the
Yeah.
right word?
Yeah, that's
I
the
thought
right
there was a
word.
person that carves wood. Carpenter?
That would be.
Carpenter ants. Don't they like eat wood? Like carve it. You know what I mean? With their faces.
Carpenter ants, I'm pretty sure are worker ants.
Carpenter? Oh, yeah! Oh, God!
Carpenters are people who build stuff out of wood.
This is why I failed a lot of my classes.
You can totally see, like, the aspects of ADHD hitting each other because we just keep going off topic.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We're on ants, and this was supposed to be a topic about
celebrity crushes.
A.K.A. Ethan.
Because we cannot talk about one topic for more than 10 minutes, probably, unless we're really interested in it. Like you with Ethan Nestor.
Shut up!
You know what? I have my own problems. It's not just you.
Listen, he's hot, dude.
Hey, watch yourself, ma'am.
What? He is!
Oh my god.
You can't tell me right now that Ethan Nestor isn't adorable.
You were showing me a picture of his shadow cake. It was a picture of him, like, hanging from the ceiling naked, but, like, all of his parts were covered.
He posted his nudes on Twitter.
No, he was, like, on the ceiling somehow. He, like, climbed in front of the mirror, and, like, all of his, like, stuff was covered. But, like, in the shadow, you could see, she's like, look at his cake. You can see his cake in the shadow. And I'm like, why are you showing me that?
I saw it on a TikTok.
Oh, yeah, to be fair. He did post
I wasn't looking for his cake.
You weren't looking for his cake?
No.
Murmur.
I was just about to say that.
Mark the Murmur.
I feel like we're just going to
Double-ended
talk
murmur.
about it as on it.
Oh, yeah. The double-ended murmur.
So, they were putting mermaid tails on, and Mark was like, yeah, I'm going to put this on my head. So, he put one of the mermaid tails on his legs, and one of them on his head.
Like, stretchy.
So, it was like, mermaid?
It was
abs
like
and
just
nipples.
His, like, pecs and his abs showing, and his entire shoulders and arms and legs were covered.
Another tail, so he was the murmur.
Yeah, he was the murmur.
No, it was great.
It was great. That's probably right.
It's just nipple.
God. I can already tell this is gonna go downhill very fast by the end of every single episode. I feel like
You're a genius.
I think me and you have talked about this. If I would be I would be the fun aunt that all the kids want to hang out with because I let them do whatever they want, you know what I mean? But all the parents hate because I'm the fun aunt and I let you do whatever you want.
But then you're like also the person who's like, don't do that. You're gonna kill yourself. Please.
Exactly.
Please don't.
Like I'm not scared to tell you legitimately hands down what's going on.
I am. I don't want people to hate me, man. I'm like, I feel like we've established that I am an Unis and you are an Honest.
Oh, yeah.
It's already getting.
You have forcibly made me an Honest.
Yes, I have, because how you act.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. It really does. I thought you were going to say something else, but I got,
yeah.
you covered it. Thank
You honestly act very similar to
Mark.
In the fact that you're like, don't touch me. You're always like...
I'm like, don't. Just no.
But then you're also different than Mark because Mark is very no offense, self-centered.
In a good way.
In a good way. He's not a narcissist.
Where he's acknowledged of his good qualities. I'm not.
You are not. You're very, self-deprecating.
Oh, that's special.
So is my brother.
Oh, yeah.
Makes me sad. I don't want you to be self-deprecating. Because you're beautiful.
See, like, I'm self-deprecating, and I'm, like, I have, like, issues where I, like, you know, have problems. But, like, I always have a good point of view, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'll be fine eventually. Everything that's going to be fine later. I know how to get out of this situation. I'll be fine. I just have to be patient. Like, I have a good outlook, so I know that I'm going to be okay eventually. You know.
I feel like I'm very much like Ethan, also.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, we're both very...
forgetful.
Word!
Very forgetful.
Yes, very forgetful.
And no attention span. My dad said I have the attention span of a fruit fly, and then he looked it up, and it said the fruit fly has an attention span of, like, 36 hours or something, and then he laughed at me for, like, 10 minutes. And I was like, what? No!
I have a really short attention span.
Goldfish have a higher attention span than humans now. Did you know that?
No. That's sick. Wait, like
I
the
know.
food?
No! Jesus Christ. No, the fish. Like the actual
I
fish.
knew
Like
that.
the animal? Are fish animals?
Yeah. Yes.
Didn't know if there was like a special name for them, like insect. You know how like there's insects, like there's a special name for bug.
So a fish is not a mammal. A fish.
Oh yeah, fish are cold-blooded.
Fish are fish. A fish is a
Are
whole
fish
different
cold-blooded or warm-blooded?
thing. I never had a fish.
You never had a fish?
I never had a fish.
What kind of childhood did you
I
have?
had turtles.
Oh, so you had money. Got it. Okay.
Look at Mr. Rich Guy over here. He had fingers growing up.
He had fingers growing up. Oh my god. I don't know why, but for some reason that reminded me of like shark ankles or like fish knuckles.
Shark
like
ankle.
like an animal of some sort and a body part that doesn't correlate, like shark ankles and fish knuckles.
I love fish knuckles.
Fish knuckles. Like just animals that don't have the body part that correlates. So you put it together and then it doesn't make any sense.
Hippo whiskers?
Exactly. No, hippos have whiskers.
Do they really?
Yeah, I think so. Right? They have facial hair.
Yeah, because they're mammals.
Yeah. Don't all mammals have facial hair, right?
All mammals have hair.
Are fish mammals? No, we were just over this.
No.
I was gonna say, do fish have facial hair? That'd be really weird.
Like catfish.
Catfish
They
don't
have
have
those-
actual hair. They're kind of like whiskers. Like flesh whiskers. Ew, that sounds so bad.
Flesh whiskers.
Flesh whiskers. What's your least favorite kind of water? Dastani, because
Smart water.
no. Yeah, it has that weird,
Like all bottled water sucks.
like
I like
natural
tap water.
purified water, like Fuji water and stuff like that, like organic.
And
It tastes like avocados for some reason. I don't know why.
California water, or at least where I live,
Is
and
brown?
Also, LA water is brown from the tap.
Why? That can't be healthy.
It's rarely polluted there.
Well then, yeah, because so many people live there.
There's a lot of people. It's also the same with New York City.
Oh yeah, New York City is crowded, but New York area isn't.
Yeah, we're in New York.
You were in.
I were in.
You were
I was.
in Cali, but then you
I
moved.
miss it so much. I love
I
you
miss
guys.
it too, even though it was never there.
I love you guys. Yeah, you like miss it from the fact that like
It's
I
California.
talk about it all the time. That too. It's great there. It's really freaking hot though. But I miss it a lot. I love you guys, and I love all the friends that I've made here.
but like, you know, it's,
if I had the
it's
opportunity,
still where you were born. and
yeah,
it's
if I had the
really
opportunity to go back, I would.
Yeah.
That's why I've.
And that's
really wanted to
reasonable.
move back.
That's just like a human emotion, like being attached to where you were.
The problem is when I moved to New York, I was like, oh my god, New York City, Broadway. I want to be on Broadway. Like instantly, as soon as we moved here. I also want a horse, but that's a topic for a different.
Are you a horse girl?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm not a
Just
horse
making
girl, but I'm a girl who enjoys the presence of
Presence.
horse.
Okay, so you're not obsessed. Got it. You're not galloping
I never
through the
really
yard
was.
on all fours like a horse.
That's an honest video.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mark wouldn't shake Ethan's hand, and then in the next video, Ethan. This is gonna sound weird. Ethan rode on top of Mark's back.
Yeah, with a daddle.
No, with a
Dad's
daddle.
saddle.
A daddy saddle.
Never say that again.
That's what it's called.
Please and thank you.
That's what it's called.
I'm gonna say dad's saddle from now on.
I'm gonna
Thank
say
you.
daddle because that's great.
Daddle. Yeah. And then Ethan accidentally bought a giant box or a bucket full of crawfish. And they were. Oof. What did they do with that?
I don't know.
We should do that.
I should know. I don't know.
Have you ever eaten a worm? Like when
No.
you were little or anything? Really?
No.
Just me? My dad has eaten a worm when he was little. My brother did too. My dad invented this game for us because he didn't want to pick up poop in the, like dog poop in the backyard.
Uh-huh.
So he would give us
No human poop.
he would give us a bucket and a trash bag on our hand. And we would put it in our hands and it would be called like Poop Hunter. I think that's what he called it. And he'd be like, the person to pick up the most poop wins. We didn't win anything. Just the fact that a child is being like, I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
So we would run around with a bucket and a like a Walmart bag on our hand. We would run around picking up poop and throwing it in the buckets. Me and my brother, and just running around the yard, and then we would come back with like a bucket of like 3 pieces of poop, and that's it, because we are dumb. We were little children. And my dad would be like, congratulations, both of you won. Every single time. And I was like, what? Wait.
What do I get?
What do I get?
Yeah, when I was younger, we didn't really have anything like that.
Just me?
just
ponder.
I basically most of the time just stayed inside playing video games, which I feel like
I was always outside when I was little, but now I hate outside.
I was never outside. I feel like I should have been outside more, but my parents got me a computer at like 8.
I didn't get a phone until I was like 10.
Me either.
Because I did like a playground program, so I had to contact. No,
well,
like going
I spent too much time
to a playground for a few hours,
like
and then coming home.
Like a daycare.
Kind of. Yeah.
I went to daycare.
And then like
I missed that place. Jesus
I don't
Christ.
like so I would be able to like contact my mom if I wanted to leave early or whatever. And there was always that one kid that obnoxiously cut everything in elementary school and like early middle school, where we would have like almost like fringes all around it, like spikes of
Oh yeah,
stuff.
that was me.
And it was just all over the place. And then there was that one kid that perfectly cut out everything. That was me. Because I could not stand the look of the entire...
I didn't do box tops. I did like
just,
the normal...
No, just on regular paper.
Oh yeah, no, I cut it perfectly.
Like kids, like I don't know why they were just like sawing at it, and then they're like,
oh, you mean those like?
And it has like the
like
on the
zigzags
side, the zigzags on the sides.
And like I don't know why you would do that. Why would you just leave it like that? Then it looks obnoxious.
Did you use glue or tape as a kid?
Glue, but like I used tape to fix everything.
When I was younger, I used to cut my Barbie's hairs off, all of them.
Me
like
too.
I'd make them bald.
I made this this Polly Pocket keychain. It was like a Polly Pocket head, and I took off the head and
Oh yeah, you should.
I
saw
pulled
it.
out all the hair and like I let the hair melt, so I like took it all out and then I put it on a keychain.
She's insane.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
I really want to make this bat. This bat, it's a wooden bat with like 9-inch screws in it, and just all in different directions all the way through it and stuff. And then get a baby doll head, like a decent size. Oh god, like a decent size. And then you put it on the top of it, and you like glue it there, and then boom.
You were actually a murderer.
Have you ever heard of a tooth bat?
Is that a bat with teeth on it?
Yes. It's Austin from Water Parks. He always brings up.
I don't know who that is.
I know you don't. He always brings up tooth bats, and it's like a pink bat, like a gum color,
Geez.
and then it's covered in like these teeth, and it's so fun. Yeah, I love it.
Do you know if you're supposed to save your child's baby teeth?
Oh yeah, because it can help them with the cancer.
Like
and
if they
stuff.
have cancer and they're
or like
older.
a spinal injury.
Really?
Yeah, it can help with like I don't know.
I've done my research.
Help them so it's not paralyzed or whatever. I don't even know. We've been on for 30 minutes, which feels like 3 hours we've been talking. I feel
We don't
like,
usually just talk. We usually do stuff while we're talking.
Yeah.
Or we don't talk at all.
No, we just sit there and giggle at each other. Like for no reason.
We can literally just stare at each other for like 10 seconds and
and
laugh.
we'll just start laughing like, don't look at me. I hate you. My phone number? Because it's 911. That's one of the things Caitlin says when she's sleep deprived. She says that. She said that to me and looked me dead in the eye and said that.
So I've never really stayed up.
Oh yeah,
Very long.
I fall asleep around 8 a.m., 8 a.m.
Yeah.
And then I wake up around 3 in the afternoon.
I never really stay up,
I have sleep.
which is like my thing. I just don't stay up.
Oh yeah, I always
She
end up
made me
waking you up in the
stay.
middle of the night.
She made me stay up all night. Yeah.
That was me. I said that. And he was like, yeah. People need to stop sexualizing Ted Bundy because
Jeffrey Dahmer too.
yeah, because he was a serial killer, and you're sexualizing a murderer in front of all of the parents of the victims, and the parents are just watching their child's killer get sexualized.
Also, young actors, I feel like that's weird.
Oh, that's
also.
really weird.
'Cause I
that's
did
mostly
see-
why a lot of young actors quit. They can't take it.
I saw a interview with Cole Sprouse. And they were talking. They were like, "So what's the whole thing about you being? You're obviously your character on Riverdale is like a huge like everyone's sexualizing your character on Riverdale
On YouTube.
And he's like, yeah, but I'm used to it. This has been happening to me since I was on The Sweet
That's
Life.
honestly sad that you get used to something like that. Like,
Yeah.
that's really sad.
Because, like, I mean, now, just gonna throw it out there. There's a picture of me. Jeez. There's a picture of me where, and then it's put next to a picture of Cole at my age. It's the same person.
They look exactly the
It's
same.
really crazy.
It is really crazy. Like, you guys look exactly the same.
I feel like going back to the whole celebrity crush thing, he's up there as well. It's not because he looks like me.
Yeah.
It's because
just
of,
like-
obviously it's because of his personality. He's hot, but like, it's because of his personality.
His personality is hot. That's what I mean when I say someone's hot. I mean their personality. Because I'm not gonna, like, call someone... Like, if I think someone's attractive, I'll say, I think you're very attractive. I'm not going to say,
They're a
you're
snack.
hot, because that can be offensive to some people, and I don't want to come off weird.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But like, there's some people, you can appreciate when somebody looks like a
highly
snack.
attractive,
Oh.
yeah. But, like, you can appreciate it, just, but be polite, because you don't want to weird them out. But some people are into that. But some people are really like, I wish people would call me hot and stuff. And I'm like, okay. That's you.
Okay.
That's you.
I don't
Go
like
with it.
when people compliment me.
I almost broke a shelf.
I don't like when people compliment me.
Neither of us do. It's like, it's just
I mean, I
weird.
appreciate a compliment, but I don't
Yeah.
like it.
You appreciate it. It's just like, why are you wasting your time?
Yeah.
Because you know it's not gonna get to me. Like, you know it's not gonna, like, help me or anything. So, like, what's the
Yeah.
point?
One time somebody looked at me and I was like acting really anxious
Mm-hmm.
about, I don't even know, I think it was performing. And she was like, just don't be anxious. And
That's
I
not
looked
how
at her and I went,
Oh, I'm all better now. That's
Wow.
like someone looking at someone that's, like, very, like, depressed or something. And they're like, just don't be sad anymore.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm all fixed.
wow,
Like, no.
your kind words have healed me.
Yep, the depressedness is radiating off of me. To be honest, like, my dad doesn't think, like, ADHD and, like, OCD is real, like, that kind of thing. And I'm like, it's not ADHD. My dad just thinks ADHD is, like, hyper. It's not just hyper. It's, like, mental, like, how you process things differently and comprehend things and the way you take in information. It's different than normal. And I don't mean normal in a bad way. I mean, like, just the norm, which the norm sucks, but... And I thought I had OCD for a while because I was so paranoid that, like, I used to not be able to sleep. And, like, but I don't know what it was, because I was telling my parents about this. I was like, I don't know. I want to get curtains and stuff, because I get paranoid. And they were like, yeah, and my dad was like, it's just in your head, stop. I'd be like, that's not how that works. Yeah, I know it's in my head, but because it's in my head, my brain's gonna think it's real, even though I know it's not real.
Yeah.
And that's just like how your brain works. If people say it's just your brain, yeah, your brain thinks everything it thinks is real.
I feel like a lot of people, when they were younger, experienced a lot of things.
Yeah.
Teachers are stupid.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I appreciate
Some
like
of
a
them-
good
yeah.
teacher who's like,
I appreciate how they dedicated their life
to-
to trying to educate people,
Yeah.
but some people just
some,
don't do it right.
Some teachers, man.
Some teachers just don't do it right, and they don't understand that kids are different from each generation. They think their generation is the best generation.
Because if it was like a high school teacher for the longest time and they were like, oh, I'm gonna go down to 6th grade.
No.
You don't know what these kids have been experiencing. Kids are mean. Let's just throw that out there. Kids.
Oh yeah, I was a
are
mean child.
Mean.
I was a biter and a shin kicker when I was little.
I'm still a shin kicker.
Oh yeah.
But like yeah,
I was a violent.
I was
child.
bullied a lot
Mhm.
in elementary school. It's probably just because a lot of people were rich at my school.
Yeah.
They felt like they were capable of a lot because they had more money than us.
I hate people that are like that. Like if you have money, okay, you have money. Don't rub it in people's faces.
Yeah.
Just use it for your own good. Don't talk about it.
There's this girl when I was in 5th grade, I dyed my hair hot pink. I don't know why. Oh, I do know why. It was for a Comic-Con. I dyed my hair hot pink. And for some reason I thought of the genius idea to go to school with the bleached hair in the process of me dyeing my hair. So I went to school and I was sitting with one of my best friends at the time. She's great, by the way. We were just talking, we were having a fun time. And this girl, she comes up to me, she goes, "Hi Caitlin, how old are you?" And I was like, I don't even know. I was like 10 or something. And she goes, "Really? Because you look like a 70-year-old woman." And I was like,
How does she know what a 70-year-old woman looks like? She's 8. Like, like that's no. Because when we're little, we create an image of what we think is everything is.
and she was like friends with my other friends.
So like when a kid sees something different than what they think it is, they automatically think it's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And especially when parents create an image for their kids without even seeing what things are. And then the kid thinks it's wrong if it's anything other than that. And that's like kind of messed up.
Yeah. A lot of parents push all of their like beliefs onto their kids.
Yeah. As long as my only belief that I would ever push on my kids is don't hit anyone for something they can't control. If you think they can control it, ask them if they can control it. If they can't, then it's none of your business. Like that's all I'm gonna ever push on someone.
Yeah.
And how to like never hurt someone on purpose. And take no for an answer. That's
There's a lot of
and
people.
listen.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna ever push my kids.
I mean, be a good person is most of the thing that I would just
Don't be
don't be
rude, hateful.
Yeah.
Don't be
discriminatory. People are whoever people are. If they're nice.
Yeah.
Hang
You're
out
gonna
with
yeah.
There's a lot of people at our school who are
Like that one girl that wears Gucci shoes to school every day and brags about how rich she is.
Mm.
While there's some kids in our school that can't afford to have buy groceries some weeks. And that's sad that she physically cannot understand that some people are struggling. And because she was her whole life she was like that. So she doesn't understand how it is for other people.
When I moved here, people asked me if I was rich.
Yeah, because they automatically assume people from California are rich.
Yeah.
Like, don't judge people on where they come from, on their pasts, unless it's very
literally
important.
A state where we're all servers. We moved here because it is cheaper than California.
Yeah, so it was more affordable for you.
And my parents are even like, "Caitlin, we know you want to move back, but like, it's real expensive there."
Yeah.
Especially in LA.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money. And that's why I want to move in with someone.
Yeah.
If I get a friend who's in LA, I want to move in with them.
So that it would be cheaper on both your halves.
Yeah.
So it's not just one person paying the whole thing.
Yeah, and that's why you're coming with me.
Okay.
Because we're going to move in with Alex. We're going to be in a huge thing. We're going to live in a house. And we're all going to pay rent.
I feel like there would be some sort of jealousy.
You and Alex would get along super well.
Yeah, but I feel like they would end up because like you're.
Because you both are my best friends.
Yeah, I feel like that there would be, which I don't purposely get jealous of people, like just to rub it in their faces or whatever.
Yeah.
But like everyone gets jealous. Like it's just a human emotion that some people can't control.
And I haven't seen Alex in exactly a year today.
But like our friend Joe was planning on like moving in a house with like a bunch of people. and like friends and stuff, like around here.
I feel like
I
that's a
don't
thing that a lot of kids want to do.
Because it's cheap, and
also
you get
because
to live
they
with your
love their
friends,
friends.
and you get to live with your friends. But also that can cause fallouts in friends because you're with people for so long.
Mhm.
Like,
Like The Bachelor.
yeah, like like The Bachelor. I don't know. Just there's for some reason there's like, I don't know. There's a lot of hate right now.
There is.
That I feel like people need to start.
I think it's because everyone's like
I
inside most of the time. Like there's a lot
yeah,
of
when people
us
are
being-
inside, they get moody.
Exactly.
Like for too long.
Mhm.
Like I've been in like when I would sit in my room for like 4 days straight, I would actually be going crazy. Like not even just like a exaggeration. Like I would actually start being delusional and getting
Yeah.
weird thoughts that you would never get before.
Like
you
why
actually-
doesn't Pluto talk?
No, that's not the kind of thoughts I'm talking about.
But like it's
Like
weird.
serious. When you're trapped with yourself, time flies so fast and you feel like you're just sitting there.
Mhm.
Especially when you like my sleep schedule, especially when you wake up so late.
Yeah.
It feels like
I wake up
early in the morning, so then you're up all night.
Yeah.
And then when you're up all night, there's nothing to do. You can't do anything. So it's like,
There was this day when I went to the beach. That's when I got sunburned, but I got
Yeah.
back and I was so tired for the rest of the day because I woke up early instead of sleeping in like I'm usually
Mhm.
doing.
and you like actually got out of the house.
Yeah, it was
It's
really
like-
a lot. There was a lot of kids there also.
Yeah. Like, I don't like children.
I love children.
I personally don't like children. Like,
Sometimes they remind me of sad little meat bits that bring no joy to anyone.
exactly.
The best tweet that I've ever posted
I'm-
in my entire life.
Like I don't want kids, but also like I do. Like there's a part of me that it's like I want to raise a respectful human being that understands me and I can understand them.
yeah.
That's why I want children. I don't want children to have slaves. You know,
Yeah.
like little children slaves. That some parents actually do that, and that's like
I want children
That's
because I
sad.
feel like the more this is like an opposite of what everyone else thinks, but it's like the more people we bring in to the world, the more chances that the world will be fixed.
yeah, true.
Because you might not know it, but your child, who you've just given birth to, might end up being the first person to walk on Venus.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like it's crazy because you don't know what's going
Or
on.
the president. Or
And like if you have a child, you're passing on your responsibility as a human being to change things onto the
Mhm.
next person. You're passing on your
DNA.
you're passing
You're making a mini version of yourself.
once you have children, all the responsibility on you is passed down to the next person, and that power that
Yeah.
each human has is getting spread to and then the next person gets a chance that if you didn't get to do something that would change something else for the good, now there's a new chance and you're still kind of part of it.
Yeah. If you're a respectable human being, your children will also be respectable human beings.
Exactly. And some people think they're being respectful, but they're not. That's the thing. They're being like, oh, it's just my beliefs and it's just my religion. But some people in that belief and religion, not any religion specifically, they'll push their beliefs onto you, and they don't care what you think. When so many other religions are open, and they'll be like, okay, you can think what you think, I'll think what I think,
Mhm.
and we'll just leave each other alone. We know we'll both disagree, so there's no point in us talking. But some other people are like, you're going to change into me.
Yeah.
You're going to change into my beliefs. I don't care what you say. Like, there's no point in doing that.
Some people can be a real pain in the ass.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. People
Yeah.
are really mean when they don't know that they're being mean.
Yeah, some
Or
people,
they do know that they're being mean and they're just like, I don't care.
I don't
Deal
care.
with it.
Yeah. Like, I'll be mean to protect myself or other people in a good way. Like, if something bad is happening to me or my friends, I will stand up for them. And you've seen that where it's like, you've seen me do that.
Yeah.
And it's
You're
like,
a good person.
But like, I'll do anything for my friends. Like, I
will too.
I will make sure they're safe. I will make sure no one's being rude
Yeah.
or anything. And if someone is, I will talk to them, not yell at them, ask to fight them, anything. Or show up at their house and be like, fight me. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to sit down and talk with them and then let them know what they're doing wrong.
It's really sad to think that some parents don't know that their children are being bullies.
Because they believe
That their child is good.
that they believe everything their kid says.
Yeah.
Like their parents think that they're the best child because it's their child.
It's because, yeah.
But some children purposely lie because they know that their parents are going to believe them.
Or
And
they
that's-
purposely lie because they don't want to get in trouble with their parents. Because they know that their parents will yell at them because
Yeah.
of something that they did. There's a lot of people who we love.
Oh, yeah.
And even if they don't know that we love them, we do. We
Yeah.
do.
Because some people physically can't understand the extent that you love them because you are the only one that knows exactly what you're thinking. Because you don't know what anyone else is thinking. They could even tell you, but you don't know if they're lying or not.
Yeah.
So you are the only one that most of the time knows what's best for you, which because you are yourself, and you're the only one that knows exactly what. You are the only person that you know exactly what they're thinking. You don't know what anyone else is thinking.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary.
That is kind of scary.
That is really scary.
It's like it's like Inside Out, like the movie Inside Out.
Yeah.
We always want to know what's going on in someone's head.
Mhm. Sometimes you just can't. You have to live with that. You have to accept it, like death. Accept it.
I've already accepted that.
Oh yeah. Death is
Thanks,
gonna happen
Mark.
for everyone.
Thanks, Ethan.
Like one day you're just gonna disappear into nothingness,
You
and
think that's what happens? What do you think happens?
eventually, you realize that eventually, after years and 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 generations pass and centuries pass, you're gonna be forgotten. No one's gonna remember you.
That's why I want to do something with my life.
Like eventually, no one's gonna remember George Washington, even though we remembered him.
I think everyone's gonna.
We've remembered him for years. Eventually, they're gonna forget about him.
I think that everyone's gonna remember George Washington. He was our first president.
Well, eventually it's going to be forgotten. In 4,000 years, they would forget about him.
Maybe. In 4,000 years, do you think we'll all be here? Do you
I
think
don't know.
life will be here?
Think about it. Think about all the people that have been forgotten.
I can't
All of them.
think about the people who've been forgotten.
Because they're forgotten.
Like, a lot of people, like, even I know a lot of people who, like, people haven't, like,
Don't remember.
yeah.
Like, there are...
Forget Steve
There
from Blue's
could,
Clues.
there could be a guy that died when he was 37. His name was Ricardo. I don't know. And he died from heart disease. And I guarantee you that is at least one person that has died from those, and those exact three were true. Because there have been so many people, those three were exactly true to at least one person. 37-year-old male named Ricardo who died of heart disease. I guarantee that's a person. And I just made that up off the top of my head, and they were probably forgotten. Because you don't know a 37-year-old Ricardo that died of heart disease.
No, I don't.
And he was probably forgotten. Like, that's
Again,
weird.
that's why I want to do something. Because if
Yeah.
I'm, like, up there in fame, then I feel like people will remember me longer.
Mhm.
And I feel like
So many people have died so young. And
So
it's
many
really
people.
sad.
it's really sad.
And there was this
It was Robin Williams' birthday a couple days ago.
Oh yeah.
I remember when he died.
He didn't want to forget himself.
Mhm.
That's why.
He didn't want to see his family to see him.
Slowly trickle away from himself and
Yeah.
from society, and that's understandable. And
Mhm.
that's he always looked out for others, and he
Yeah.
died looking out for others, and that's what I think is great about
This was so funny when
It
we
was fun.
started. We thought we were
Yeah.
hilarious. Now we're just getting tired.
it. Yeah, now we're just getting. This is so depressing at this point.
Let's not talk about death anymore.
Oh, I was just about to talk about death. Just about to talk about a girl that died.
What girl?
See, never talk about that.
What girl?
There was Bianca Davis. Rest in peace. She was a very beautiful young girl. I don't she looked like she was in her teens. I don't exactly know what age she was when she died. But an older man, like a middle-aged man, hit on her and said, "Would you date me?" And she said no, and he slit her throat and killed her.
Jesus Christ.
Like, women physically cannot say no, say yes, ignore catcallers, respond to them.
Yo, if somebody catcalls you, just yell, "Yo, say back!"
Bark at them.
Bark
Please,
at them.
just
We
bark
got
at them.
barked at.
Oh yeah,
We got barked
at.
at.
That's
That's a conversation.
Girls have done every single option there is to somehow feel safe, and multiple women have died from each option. No option we have tried has worked. Because every single one, someone has died.
What if we say maybe?
Maybe because because then they're gonna be upset that you didn't give them an official answer, and then you'll die. And
That's
it's
so sad. People are mean.
We can't walk alone at night. We can
we
barely
can't.
walk alone during the day without a weapon of some sort.
Yeah.
We can't go in our cars without checking them and underneath them so that someone doesn't slash our Achilles, so we can't run away from them. We have to check all around our cars to make sure there isn't any sort of signal for trafficking that someone is tagging you for. You can't stand up for yourself against sexism. You can't just sit silent, or people will think you're
Not.
a part of it or not being a good person. You can't say no, you can't say yes. You can't be a person of color. You can't love who you want. You can't be who you want.
Yeah.
You can't be who you don't want to be.
Mm-hmm.
You can't dress how you want. You can't listen to the music.
School dress code.
Yeah. You can't listen to what you want. You can't listen to the music or people you want. You can't even show your views on any subject
Yeah.
without getting some sort of rejection, not rejection, but a harassment of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't be high in politics without getting hated on. You can't be low in politics. You can't be low in any sort of career, or else they'll think
Yeah.
you're not trying because you're a woman and you can't do it.
Women get paid less than men if they're in the exact same profession.
Yeah, and
That's
That-
stupid.
and then some people are like, because you're not trying enough because you're a woman. Like, no. Some women have been stronger than men. Some have.
Ronda Rousey.
Women are strong.
Ronda Rousey.
Some people say
Yes.
women are Some people say women are stronger than men. I don't want to say that personally because I don't want anyone to be offended.
Everyone is strong in their own way.
Yes, everyone is strong in their own way. Everyone is beautiful in their own way. Everyone is gorgeous in their own way. Same thing.
Same thing.
Everyone is smart.
Everyone
in
is
their own
great.
way.
Everyone is great unless you're an asshole.
Yeah, you will not. You will not get the full respect you want unless you're a cis, straight, white man in America, and you are rich, and you have
rich skin.
and you have kids and a wife. That's it. That's how you get full respect.
What is the worst, like, male dominance thing that's happened to you? Quote unquote male dominance. Like, men think they're better than you.
Because there was this guy that was like responding to how women are making this. It's a joke. It's kind of like an ongoing joke.
Yeah.
That's like if we just stop making babies with men, we won't have to worry about it, because if women, because women can have babies with women because of bone marrow, and it will always become a female.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And
more
and
you
then
know.
this man, I assume he was some sort of against women, and he was like, well, guys, get the buckles, we have to strap the women down, as in, he referenced,
Ooh.
like, raping them so that there can be more babies if a woman refuses to have a child. That's
not okay.
No, and he I don't know what happened, but I saw someone call him out for it. But like, he basically was saying that, okay, let's rape all the women now so we can have babies. No,
Don't be an
no,
idiot.
thank you.
I did see that thing on TikTok where it was like, you know how a lot of women are going on TikTok and they're like telling their stories about being sexually assaulted or sexually
and there's
harassed.
so many
with the
of those.
handprints and the whole saying, like, the whole everything.
Some very strong women have been even posting pictures and the names of people who have done that, and that is I give full respect to them.
A friend of ours is being sexually harassed and she doesn't even know it.
Really?
She gets constant, like, she has all of these people on Snapchat and on other things that are just sending her photos that she didn't ask for.
The same thing with, like,
Yeah.
she does that. She gets that too.
There's a lot of people.
That don't respect boundaries.
Yeah, exactly. Like, did we ask?
We did not ask to see a body part that is normally private to yourself
Exactly.
or your significant other. Like, we did not ask to see that. That should be private for you and your significant other with their permission.
Also, don't touch a girl if she says you can't.
Please, no. There was a thing where, like, guys were like, we do this to flirt, where they, like, sneak past them, but they, like, brush up against them and hold their hips while they, like, brush up against them.
All the
They say
teachers.
that's flirting. And I'm like, no, that's not flirting, that's
That's
sexual
sexual
assault.
harassment,
Like, and I'm like, why?
Yeah. Having it happen to you is really scary.
I think that's happened to almost every girl in probably our school.
There was a teacher who used to do it. I didn't experience it.
And
Did he get arrested?
I don't know if he got arrested, but he surely got fired.
Yeah.
And suspended from this, like, suspended and was not allowed near the school. Because he had those kind of problems.
Yeah.
Where he was attracted to younger women. And
he was a pedophile.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not a bad word.
No, it's not. And he got fired, thankfully, after years and years and years and years of working. Which my brother just graduated, and he had him as a
Really?
teacher. My brother.
I didn't.
And my brother himself even caught that teacher doing things like that.
There's been girls in our grade who have experienced.
Yeah, and finally one or maybe two girls stood up for themselves, and he got fired for it, and thank God for them. Yeah, and that's and some men right now recently have been like, well, make it illegal for false rape allegations. It already is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and most of them are not false, even though a lot of the law enforcement think it is. There was this law enforcement agency, I can't remember where it was, but someone uncovered that there was like thousands of unsolved rape cases that they just hid away, and they didn't do anything about it. Schools care more about girls covering up than stopping a boy from sexually assaulting dozens of girls, and they don't care. They'll do more about a girl showing her shoulders than girls being sexually harassed and sexually touched without their consent, and racism and homophobia. That they don't care. They don't do anything about any of those except for girls showing their shoulders, and that's it. That's literally it.
That is a whole
And
another conversation.
Hats and hoods.
Yeah, okay,
They
so
say
I
it
almost got detention for wearing a beanie.
because they say it's because of bullying. Like they'll take the hat. You realize that there is no bullying like that in at least
Nowadays.
our school, and there is more homophobia. Like
I thought it was because it's rude
no
to wear a hat inside.
There are most of the quote unquote popular boys
Oh God.
that they're mostly white, and they say the N-word. They throw it around. They say the F slur. They say the
And then
R
when you
slur,
like
and they just
convince
throw
when
it
you
around.
confront them about the fact that they're saying this and it's not okay,
And you tell
they're
them-
like, "Oh, I have the N-word pass. Oh, I have."
Yeah. And
Which I
and then
don't
they're like
think is a thing.
they're like, I have freedom of speech. I can say whatever I want. And then you tell a teacher and they don't do anything about it. They'll be like, I had no proof this happened, so I can't say it.
The N-word pass, in my opinion,
Not valid.
isn't a thing.
It should not be valid because people of color should be the only one allowed to say it,
Yeah, and
because
it's like
they
saying-
are the ones that are using that word to what is the word? Like
They're using it to feel like they're powerful.
they're using it to get their power back.
Yeah.
Because people use that
People-
word
yeah, people-
at them for so long that they're now using that word to empower themselves.
Actually, a lot of guys.
Same thing
a
with
lot
the
of popular
LGBT
guys.
and the F slur.
Yeah.
They use that to empower themselves now. They should only be
A lot of
the
popular
ones.
guys at our school are really sweet when you get to know them.
Yeah, but like most of them are racist and homophobic, and
Oh.
I don't understand what I don't care when I go into school next year. I'm not gonna listen to the
Jeez.
dress code.
We got barked at.
If I say no, if a teacher says no to me going to the bathroom, I'm gonna get up and leave. And if they yell at me, I'm gonna say, well, you are a woman, so you understand what if someone was on their menstrual cycle. You know, as a fellow female, they cannot control that.
Yeah.
If it is an emergency, you cannot control that. What if someone has a medical issue that makes them so they have to go to the bathroom when they say so?
Yeah.
We should not have to clarify any of those 3 or more reasons to be able to go to the bathroom. If they say no, you cannot go to the bathroom because my teaching, because learning algebra is more important than human bodily function.
Yeah.
That doesn't correlate. That
And
should
our
not go
shoulders are more important than
getting sexual assaulted.
Oh, well, I was going to say that a global pandemic,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Because they say they can't make students
They
wear
can't-
masks, but they can make
Girls wear jackets
they
and
can
their
suspend
shoulders are
girls for showing their shoulders. Shoulders aren't even attractive.
Like,
So what's
these,
the point?
These shorts that I'm wearing right now, you can't see them. But these are against dress code. They go down to like half of my calf, kind of. They're
Yeah,
they're
like a third.
a third of my
More
calf.
than a third, almost a half.
They're not short shorts, but they would be against dress code because when I stand up, my hands
Don't go past them.
they go past
And
my shorts.
that's not valid because some people's arms are longer.
Exactly. Or they're shorter.
Or teachers' class pets get away with get away with breaking the
I
dress
don't
code,
like
but other people
class
don't.
pets.
No one does. And like I'm gonna wear whatever I want this year, and if someone says otherwise, I have facts and fact-based evidence and things to stick up for myself that will make them question their decision in calling me out and wearing something that is perfectly normal but they think isn't. Because when especially a male teacher calls you out on
Why are
breaking
you
the dress
looking?
code, A, why are you looking? B, you're basically sexualizing me, thinking that her looking like that is going to turn someone on. And that's sexualizing, and that's disgusting. Especially, I'm not going to let a middle-aged male or a middle-aged woman
Tell me what
sexualize me and tell me what to wear because it's none of their business.
Yeah.
I don't care. If I get detention one day and I come home to my parents and I'll be like, Mom, I got detention. And she'll be like, why? What did you do? Oh my God. I'll be like, because I had to go to the bathroom and they said no. Because I had to go to the bathroom. And they said no. And I said, it's a human bodily function and the algebra isn't more important than a human bodily function. And they sent me to detention. If I come home and say that to my parents, they are going to call the school and be like, no, that's not normal.
Yeah, my dad recently talked to me, actually not really recently, she's been telling me this my whole life. If I get into a fight with someone where somebody is hurting my friend or hurting me, and I fight back, and I get in trouble for fighting back, if I get punched in the face by someone on my wrestling team or in school, they punch me in the face, and I fight back, and the teacher sees
That's not your
me
fault because you're
hit
protecting
them.
someone.
The teacher sees me hit them, and not them being hit. Me being hit. They see me hit them,
Technically,
and I get in trouble.
Technically, you did not touch someone because the electrons in your hands and the electrons in the object or person are going to repel each other because electrons cancel each other out and they repel. So technically, you have never touched anything in your entire life.
There are thousands upon billions. That's not.
No.
There are billions of words in the English dictionary, and none of them describe my urge
To hit you in the
to
face
hit
with a chair.
people with chairs.
Exactly. Exactly. I think it's about time we wrap this up because we're gonna keep ranting.
Yeah, we'll just make another one, post it another time.
Part two. Oh, rant.
Rant part 2.
Well, thank you for listening to our hour and a half rant. So come back next episode for
time.
2 more scoops of losers.
Check out our socials. They're in the description down below. Both our own and the main podcast's
Socials.
We have Twitter and Instagram. Also, if you guys enjoy this, please subscribe, like, and share with your friends.
To get the word out about social issues that we have been ranting about.
And also boys.
Yes. Thank you. Bye.